to watch weightlifting.
जी हाँ, डिमांड्स हाई न्यूरोमस्कुलर कोऑर्डिनेशन एंड कंट्रोल की होती है. ये लाइनअप है. बाय रेड्डी, कंदाने सिवा, कोमल कोहार, नक्कंती, नित्या, प्रेरणा, साक्षी अपनी अपनी यूनिवर्सिटीज को यहाँ पर रिप्रेजेंट करते हुए 3 फैंटास्टिक सीजन्स के बाद. दिस इज डे 5. We've already seen so many champions, and there comes the first attempt. It's going to be jersey number 7 for all of us. Swapna Nakrikanti.
Nakrikanti is attempting her first. You get 30 seconds after the buzzer goes. You have to complete your lift in that. Remember, we start with the snatch. Here comes the first attempt. That's perfect, and she will be significantly increasing that weight because that was too easy.
That was far too easy. And because she's got 2 more attempts, and you need to first make sure that you've entered a valid attempt. That's so very crucial at times.
It is very crucial, and sometimes they underestimate their own strength. Now she has not come out. You get an opportunity, you get an attempt to come straight back out with an increase in weight. In that instance, you get 2 minutes. But if you follow another weightlifter, well, after the weightlifter goes back, you have a minute. Very conservative once again by another weightlifter. This is too easy. And their first attempt, as you said, Paddy, is probably just to register the entry weight.
Yeah. And sometimes top athletes just make sure that the first attempt actually happens to be their best attempt as well. It depends on the athletes. The way you prepare, you know that you got something in the reservoir.
Absolutely. The barbells, the Olympic barbell, of course, weighs 20 kilos for the men. For the women's, it is 15 kilograms. Length of the bar also differs for the men and the women. 2,200 millimeters for the men and 2,010 millimeters for the women. Shorter barbell for the men, longer barbell for the men, shorter for the women.
So this is what we're watching. We're watching the snatch. In a snatch, you have to lift it in one single attempt, whereas you have the liberty in clean and jerk, which is a 2-part movement.
Not sure if the viewers can see the board. They're not as lucky as me and Paddy, but there has been a weight increase. They have both gone a couple of kilos higher. Kandani Shivakumari has gone to 51 kilograms. Coming out right now is your first weightlifter who you had seen. She has followed Kandani, so she got a minute break after that, and Swapna has come out with an increase of 2 kilos. I believe she started with 47 kilograms and now attempting a 49. And the squat is good. That's a good clean snatch, and I think she's got a few more kilos in her. This is only a second attempt. It's a valid attempt, no problems there. She's got 1 more attempt to go.
And she's already said what she is going to lift the next time around. 50 is what she's targeting. I'm surprised. She sat a little bit there. Waited. We all thought, will she be rising? And then she produced a solid lift.
This is what I'm talking about. She has already registered. It's her coach who has spoken to the judges. The judges in the back arena, in the backstage, and they have registered 51 now. 51, but I think because 51 was registered by Nithya, she will get the first attempt on 51. And why is that important, Paddy? Because if you come out with 51 and 2 weightlifters having lifted the same weight, the weightlifter who goes first is ranked higher than the weightlifter who goes second. So it is significant who comes out first.
तो मतलब ये है कि ये सिर्फ अपनी परफॉर्मेंस पे ही नहीं, अपने वेट पे ही नहीं, बाकियों ने क्या वेट उठाया उसको भी ध्यान में रखना, क्योंकि एट द एंड ऑफ द डे यू हैव टू बीट द कंपटीशन. और इसीलिए उन्होंने 46 सक्सेसफुली उठाया, 49 भी उठाया, 51 अब टारगेट करने वाली हैं. अन्ना यूनिवर्सिटी तमिलनाडु से अब नित्या आती हुई. नित्या ने क्या पहला अटेम्प्ट लेंगी? 51 किलोग्राम, 51 उठाने वाली हैं.
First time we saw backstage, she smelled something. Those are known as smelling salts. They are usually made of ammonia. Control breathing. They makes the breathing go faster. Immediate sharpness and increase in blood flow is what causes. There goes the buzzer. 51 kilograms. Should have been conservative, maybe. We were sort not critical, but we were wondering why weightlifters are the three that we saw came out so conservative. That's the reason. Not registered in her first attempt. I think she could have, Paddy.
I think the athlete knows it because you would know your body much better than anybody else. जैसे उन्होंने उठाया और आपकी बॉडी आपको बता देती है कि आप उठा पाएंगे या नहीं, और अगर आप अपने आप को ज्यादा कई बार फोर्स करने लगते हैं सिद्धार्थ, दैट इज द टाइम जब आप इंजरी से जूझ रहे होते हैं। कंदनी शिवा कुमारी पहला अटेम्प्ट 47 सफल, 51 भी सफल।
Second attempt, very successful. She has done 51. Her coach has registered 52 as the third attempt. Should have gone for 53 maybe? Maybe. I think she's got more in the tank than just another 52.
Siddharth is fresh and energetic this morning. Good morning, Siddharth. क्या खाया था breakfast में आज आपने?
You know what I had for breakfast because we had breakfast together.
You had a black coffee, that's it.
Donuts, don't forget them.
Right here, welcome yet again, and this is a battle going on. We are watching the snatch category, and again it's going to be Nithya, and she did attempt 51. She will be attempting 51 again.
Remember, you get 3 attempts in each category. That is the snatch and the clean and jerk. Here comes the second attempt for Nithya. That's more like it. We felt she just needed to put a little more effort. Maybe the muscles are warmer now, the body is adjusted to the weight. Successful attempt, and she's got one more to go.
और बोर्ड पर जो हम देख रहे हैं 51 सक्सेसफुली उठाने के बाद अगला जो उन्होंने अपने लिए खुद के लिए टारगेट रखा है वो 52 किलोग्राम कैटेगरी। हैंड्स वाइड, स्टांस बहुत अच्छा, पिक्चर ऑफ कंसंट्रेशन, और उसके बाद स्टैटिक पोजीशन में 1 सेकंड के लिए आपको होना पड़ता है। जजेस उसके बाद थम्स अप दिखाते हैं और आपका अटेम्प्ट वैलिड उसके बाद दिया जाता है। नक्रिकंती स्वप्ना 46 सक्सेसफुल, 49 सक्सेसफुल, 51 अटेम्प्ट करने वाली।
Not many I have seen here. Strangely, I have to say, wearing a belt. A lot of them do wear a belt, of course, and weightlifters use belt for intra-abdominal pressure and maintaining the posture of the spine, and that is what happens when your spine is not erect. It has to be for your weight to be registered. This is what happened.
So 49 is going to be her final score in the snatch category. She'll have to do very, very well in the clean and jerk. I mean, she did try 51. The positioning, the moment she lifted it, she knew she was off balance. Good that she let go of the barbell.
Savitribai Phule, Pune University, Sakshi Prakash Maske has registered as 60. That was pretty easy.
That's a look, another look at what she attempted. No problem at all. Siddharth, clean and jerk and snatch are powerful exercises. They're often used as favorable tool for developing explosive strength from other athletes as well these days.
Absolutely. Powerlifting is of course not an Olympic event. The snatch and the clean and jerk in the weightlifting categories are Olympic events. KBCU Jalgaon, it's Kawayatri Bainabai Chaudhary, North Maharashtra University Jalgaon. Prerna Sonapne is coming out for her first snatch attempt.
53 अटेम्प्ट करने वाली हैं सक्सेसफुली, कोई शक शुबा नहीं।
Very easy, and that was an impressive lift. And I'm just coming back to Sakshi Prakash Maske once again because she is yet to come out, and she has registered her opening weight as an impressive 60 kilograms. We are waiting for Sakshi Prakash Maske. Of course, remember, as we've already alluded to, we go from lower weights to the higher categories. So we started with the first attempt at 47, which was a successful attempt. That was attempted by Kandani Shivakumari, who is, I think, coming out for her third attempt now at 55 kilograms. Because the World Championships in weightlifting, you have 3 different medals, one for the snatch, one for the clean and jerk, and one for a combined. But that does not happen in the Olympics, and that's not happening here at the Khelo India University. 1 medal, 1 gold medal for a combined total weight.
यहाँ जिन जिन देश के ज़्यादा मेडल्स आया करते थे स्नैच में, अलग वेट लिफ्टिंग से ज़्यादा आया करते थे, वो रोने लगे कि हमारे ज़्यादा मेडल हुआ करते थे, आपने दोनों कैटेगरीज एक में मिला दी। और 55 अटेम्प्ट करने वाली हैं। अब तक उनका बेस्ट था 51। देखना ये है, विल शी गो पास द कंपटीशन। किसी ने अब तक 55 नहीं उठा, नहीं पोजीशनिंग ठीक नहीं, पहला लिफ्ट सही नहीं। 51 स्नैच में उनका बेस्ट स्कोर रहेगा।
If you're new to weightlifting, there are significant differences in what a weightlifter lifts in the snatch and the clean and jerk. So this competition is not over. If somebody is not a good snatch lifter, don't go anywhere because there are significant differences in the snatch, clean and jerk.
वेटलिफ्टिंग विमेंस 45 किलोग्राम कैटेगरी में अनानित्या एक बार फिर आती हुई, और पिछला अटेम्प्ट 51 का सक्सेसफुल नहीं था। एक बार फिर से 51 ही यहाँ पर अब अटेम्प्ट करेंगे।
Wearing the belt is the weightlifter. That is what I was talking about. It really helps with the spine posture. Just could not execute that at 55, Nitya.
Clearly, and if you look at the leaders here, the best that has been lifted so far is 53 by Prerna, who is going to attempt 56 up next. Now, there she tries. The moment she goes low, she just could not derive enough power from the lower body, from the thighs, from the legs.
3 that we have built up to from SPPU, Savitri Bai Phule, Pune University, and Komal Kohar of MDU Rohtak are yet to come out onto the weightlifting arena. And the registered weights are 58, 58 and 60. Those are the ones we will have our eyes on. In the meanwhile, the squat is good, the posture is good. 3 white lights and that will be registered. No problems there for Prerna Kishore Sonavne. And she is registered 57 as her next attempt.
तो अब तक का स्नैच कैटेगरी में सबसे ज्यादा उठाया गया सक्सेसफुली जो वेट है वो है 56, जो अभी प्रेरणा ने उठाया, और अगला जो उन्होंने खुद के लिए टारगेट रखा है वो 57 का रखा है। गुड पोजीशनिंग, हैंड्स ग्रिप जो है वाइड, और उसके बाद सिंगल मूवमेंट में उठाया। स्नैच में ही आपको करना होता है, इट्स अ सिंगल मूवमेंट वेयर द लिफ्टर होल्ड्स द बार इन अ वाइड ग्रिप, लिफ्ट्स द वेट ऑफ द ग्राउंड ओवरहेड इन 1 अटेम्प्ट। राजेश्वरी आ गई हैं and she is attempting 57 after having successfully attempted 52. 57 is good. She does it.
As things stand, of course, there are 3 weightlifters to go. There's a smile on her face because she knows in the snatch category, at least, if this would have been a separate event, she would have been in the bronze medal places. And she is registered 58 as her next. And Komal Kohar is coming out for the first time with a registered first entry attempt at 58 kilograms.
Watch out, these big girls will now be in action. That's how you come. I mean, the higher you are ranked, the later you will be appearing, and that is something well done now. She lifts that weight quite successfully. There she is. She will be attempting 58, getting the support from the coach. The coaching staff plays a very, very important role. From Maharishi Dayanand University, Rohtak. There comes Komal Kohar attempting 58.
2 hours before the event, the weigh-in is done. Remember, this is the 45 kgs. You can't be a gram over the stipulated weight, that is 45 kgs. You have to be under it. 8 o'clock was the weigh-in this morning. 10 o'clock the competition has started. Komal Kohar with a first attempt at 58. Unsuccessful.
Oh, does not live up to the reputation, but she's got 2 more chances yet again. We'll take a look as to why. I think the body weight was far too behind. The hands going back and just she was managing, but in the end lost control, lost balance. See, hands going back, so that those hands cannot go back. That's the time when injuries can happen.
Shoulder and elbow injuries, the most common of the injuries. The first from the SPPU, Sarika Shingare, is coming out also at 58 kilograms. Worn a belt, the chalk is on the hands, the tape is on the wrist. Can she attempt a successful 58 kilogram lift in the snatch? Unusual leg position, they are so close together.
True, well spotted. There she does it. And that is the highest that has been lifted so far. इससे पहले 57 किलोग्राम का राजेश्वरी ने उठाया था। कोमल कोहर ने 58 अटेम्प्ट किया, सक्सेसफुल नहीं, मगर इनका 58 सक्सेसफुल। सरिता प्रभाकर शिंगारे।
Superb stuff there by Sarika Prabhakar Shingare, Savitri Bai Phule, Pune University. Great focus, unusual leg positions, as I had said. They were not wide apart. Why do they need to be wide apart? Stability is so important. Komal Kohar has come back out straight up. So she has had a 2-minute break. This is usually the position that weightlifters take with their feet. Stability is all important. Not a full squat at the start for Komal. Oh yes, the glutes are warm. It's right above her, and it is going down as a successful lift at 56.
Lifts 58. She was unsuccessful previously when she attempted the same weight, and there her hands were shaking, but the good thing was that she was in a static position. You have to be lifted well, takes a step further to maintain the balance. Judges give the nod. 58 registered for her as well. So the weight that's been successfully lifted so far, 58 Sarika, 58 Komal Kohar. प्रेरणा आ रही हैं, 56 सक्सेसफुल इनका अब तक रहा है, 58 ही अटेम्प्ट करने वाली.
Serious weightlifters coming out of Maharashtra. We had seen one last year, Shubham Kolekar. He had really stolen the show. Jalgaon, Amravati, Aurangabad. These are, of course, the hotbeds in Maharashtra for weightlifting. Unsuccessful lift there by Prerna Kishore Sonavne. She's got a 56 though, which is a good weight to go in.
And she's taken a final score there because she's taken all three attempts. 56 is what she'll have to be contended with. Even if Komal Kohar goes wrong, 58 will be her best. Even if Sarika goes wrong, 58 will be her best. Sakshi Prakash Maske comes in to attempt 59 now. Get set now. Excitement will be building up from here on.
It's interesting. Her entry weight, as we had seen, Padam, was actually 60. But she has seen nobody has done 59, and if she attempts a 59, she doesn't need to push the limits because she's got 3 attempts. And she may as well start with 59. Why not? Attempt 1 is showing 60 kilograms, but on the board it's showing 59.
Yeah, 59 is what she'll be attempting because that is the advantage you get of coming in late. Prime contender of getting a medal. Does she? Does she? She does! 59, the highest in the snatch so far.
Highest in the snatch, and she has registered first attempt for the clean and jerk, 73 kilograms. There's still some time to go. How about that for posture and focus? You thought for a while that maybe her spine is just moving all over the place, but her legs stabilized. There you go. Just at that moment when the snatch was coming, you thought maybe she will lose balance. That was not to be.
In clean and jerk, the advantage is that you do get a breather midway when you rest the barbell onto your shoulders. But here, Bhairadi Rajeshwari is coming to attempt 59. 57 is what she's already done. 57 has been already lifted. No! She'll have to settle with 57 so far.
But I'll tell you what, Padam, I think she'll be happy because she goes in with the best of 57, which is not bad. You know, if she can lift significant amounts of weight in the clean and jerk, 57 is a good score to go in with.
Yeah, snatch और clean and jerk का स्कोर मिला के आपका फाइनल स्कोर बनता है. यहाँ पर जद्दोजहद लड़ाई जारी. 58 सक्सेसफुल रहा है कोमल कोहार का. कोमल अब अटेम्प्ट करने वाली हैं 60 किलोग्राम. एक बार आपको बता दें, जब उन्होंने 58 अटेम्प्ट किया था तो सक्सेसफुल नहीं था. दोबारा 58 फिर अटेम्प्ट किया, सक्सेसफुल था. अब कंपटीशन को बीट करने के लिए, चूंकि 59 उठाया जा चुका है सक्सेसफुली, तो वो अटेम्प्ट कर रही हैं 60. महर्षि दयानंद यूनिवर्सिटी से कोमल कोहार.
Warm up is done. Chalk is on the hands, coming out for her best lift. Her biggest attempt, 60 kilograms on the barbell. Komal Kohar. She'll go right on top of the tree if she can get this right. Taking her time. The clock is ticking. Absolutely wonderful.
Wow! You would even love to watch the replay of that one because she was a picture of concentration. Look at that. This is the time when you have to use your breath as your power as well. 60, the highest in the snatch category so far. Just as she's lifted 60, Sarika Prabhakar Shingare will be attempting 61 next.
60 is the best we've had so far, and Sarika Shingare has come out, one of the two from Savitribai Phule Pune University, with that unusual starting position of the legs.
Yet again, she's waiting, she rises. She rises with what? 61. Boy, these girls are taking it to unimaginable heights. As you pointed out, Sid, unusual position, but that works for her.
Absolutely. I mean, you're not going to teach your kid to bowl like Jasprit Bumrah, but he's such an effective bowler, isn't it? If it works for you, it works for you.
They always say when you bat, you must have at least your stance has to be 6 inches apart. But for most batsmen, it's not the case. Okay, Sakshi coming in. Day 5, Khelo India University Games. What is she going to attempt now? 62. 59 is what she has already lifted successfully. That will never be taken away from her. Even if this attempt goes invalid, even if the next goes, 59 will stay. She's attempting 62.
She's also registered a big number as the entry weight for the clean and jerk, as Sakshi Prakash Maske, primary contender for the gold here. Here comes her attempt. The focus is good, the core is good, and that is 3 white lights all the way.
62 अब तक का सर्वश्रेष्ठ हो गया है, और चूंकि उन्होंने अब 62 उठा लिया है, देखिए, just watch her. As if her life depended on that one. And it's because she's lifted 62, Sarika is attempting 63.
Her last attempt, that is what she will be coming out for. 61 is what Sarika has already achieved. 63. Why don't they take longer? A little bit longer. They're coming out too soon for me. Just take everything that you've got. Compose yourself. Think about the weight you'll be lifting. Visualize it.
But when they're coming quickly, Siddharth, it makes it very television friendly. Maybe the inexperience of the coaches, they need to be playing a more vital role. Now, what is she attempting here? 63. No! The body says no. The moment she lifted, something in the body said no. Maybe the back.
She is feeling her back, but there's a smile on the face, so we don't think it's serious. And yeah, as soon as she went for the squat, she just felt her back, her lower back to be precise. That is usually where you want the belt to do its job, but it's better to let go. You've got a good starting weight going into the clean and jerk. Why not just go with that rather than risk an injury?
What are we left with? We're left with one final lift. Sakshi Prakash Maske has already lifted 62 successfully. She is attempting 64, because the higher weight you achieve here, easier it's going to be for you in the clean and jerk. It is the total tally, the mixture of the two, that wins you, and that makes your final score.
Interestingly, she's not got a single failed attempt. So she knows her weight. She knows her weight category very well. She's going for a 64. It's a big number. It will be the biggest number if she can pull this off. Not a single red flag for her. It's been 3 white lights. First attempt, 3 white lights. Second attempt, will the story continue in the third?
जी हाँ, और किसी भी और लिफ्टर के पास तीनों वाइट नहीं है. हर किसी ने कम से कम एक ना एक इनवैलिड अटेम्प्ट जरूर किया है. 62 सक्सेसफुली उठाया था. 64 अटेम्प्ट कर रही हैं साक्षी प्रकाश मास्के. Will she? No! She'll have to settle with 62, but 62 still is the highest in the snatch category.
This is where the weight is so important, the weight you register, because I think if she would have registered 63, she would have got a 63.
You need to take that little bit of risk. As they always say, you can never rival the mystery of live sport, and we are absolutely having a ball right here at KIIT in Odisha. We are in Bhubaneswar, India's best kept secret. Patanjit Charawat, Siddharth Pandey, day 5, Mazara Siddharth.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's the first day of weightlifting. We are in Bhubaneswar. This is the confirmation of the scoreline. Sakshi Maske is leading at 62. Sarika Shingares and Komal Kohar are right behind her. The snatch is over. The clean and jerk is coming up. Don't go anywhere. 60. Clean and jerk is on its way. I'm Siddharth Pandey. Alongside me is Patanjit Charawat.
Yeah, and 1, 2, 3, if you saw those positions, just 1 kilogram separated them from each other. That tells you how stiff the competition is going to be. We've seen the snatch. It's going to be clean and jerk, which is a 2-part movement. First, the lifter holds the barbell in a shoulder width grip, then pulls the weight up to the shoulders, and then stands up with the barbell balanced on the shoulders. As simple as that. मतलब snatch में एक ही गो में आपको करना पड़ता है. यहाँ पर एक छोटा सा पड़ाव आपको मिल जाता है.
Anna University, Tamil Nadu, I believe, is the first athlete coming out from Nitya. Her best in the snatch was 51 kilograms. So if she has to get into the medal places, she's got a lot of work to do. 68, the collarbone plays such an important role here in the clean and jerk. And that's comfortably done. And again, a conservative first weight for her.
Yeah, you could say that. Now the addition of both snatch and clean and jerk will make your final tally. There she pulls it. Then great balance at the end, which is so very important.
Of course, it's a two-part movement. As we said, in the second part, you can either go with a split squat, which is splitting your legs, or you can go for a full squat. You don't often get to see the full squat in the clean and jerk. It's usually the split squat that is preferred. It generates that upward momentum. But in the last 10 years, some of the Chinese weightlifters have been doing a full squat in the clean and jerk, and the world has started to think whether that's a better way to lift higher weights.
50-62 is what she's attempting, with 49 as her best in snatch. She does it effortlessly.
It was a conservative start in the snatch. It's a slightly conservative start in the clean and jerk as well. Remember, we go from the low weights to the higher weights. 111 is what her score now looks like. Of course, we are both predicting that that's a conservative weight and there can be serious improvement on that final score.
Yeah, because if you look at the weight coming in, attempt coming in from Komal Kohar, who's going to be lifting 73, Sarika 73, Sakshi 73. That is the reason why Siddharth was calling that कि थोड़ा और करना चाहिए.
Absolutely, it's the Khelo India University Games. More than anything, it's a talent identification program. This is where the world sees you. This is where the talent scouts spot you. You're put into a program. You're supported by the government, by the Sports Authority of India, and all towards one end, to win medals at the international level.
65 is what she's attempting. Holds it now. Well done. At the end, you need to be in a static position. The judges then give you a thumbs up, and then you can just let go of the barbell.
This is why we said, if you see an athlete lifting not a lot of weight in the snatch, you should stay on for the clean and jerk, because the differences sometimes vary by a large margin.
Yeah, if you look at what her best in snatch was, 57, what she's successfully done here now. After Nakrikanti Sharma, it's going to be by Reddy Rajeshwari, who's going to be attempting 65. And what was her best in the snatch? 57. Two-part movement. First part taken care of. This is the time when you need to use your breath as a working force for you. Well done. Great balance at the end. Takes one step furthermore, which she's entitled to. 65 is what she registers.
She has impressed me. She really has. Her snatch was good. Unfortunately, she could not do the 59. Maybe she should have gone for the 58 after the 57. Increased it by 2 kilograms. Was unsuccessful. Registered best 57 in the snatch. And her first one, she has met easy success as by Reddy Rajeshwari. And she goes with a clean and jerk first of 65. That is an impressive performance, and she's got a lot more to go. I think she's coming back straight out, is she?
Up next is going to be Prerna Kishore Sonawane. 56 was her best. The judges are taking her own time. Maybe are they pondering over what should be it for by Reddy Rajeshwari? 65, was it valid? Was it not? They're still consulting.
Can't see it being invalid, Paddy, because the hands, elbows were extended perfectly. The hands were over the head. There was a clear pause when the weight was overhead. So I don't think that is quite the problem. Maybe she wanted to come straight back out, and there's a problem with that, because on the board it's Prerna who was coming back out. This is the replay. She cleaned it perfectly. It was a perfect clean. Here comes the clean and jerk, and took her time. That looks perfect to me. The shoulders are extended. There's the pause, and yeah, I think that is registered as a green. Is it?
We'll come back to that later. For the moment, it's going to be Prerna Kishore Sonawane. Her successful attempt in snatch, the best, 56. 66 is what she's attempting. Clean, perfect, jerk, perfect in the end. Direction changes. And that is successful. You can change the direction. All you need to be at the end, you need to be in a static position, and your elbows need to be straight.
Yes, the static position is so important. There has to be a pause with the weight directly overhead. She felt that on the back. But 3 green lights. The jury says it's okay, so it's been registered as okay. Nithya from Anna University, unsuccessful first attempt for her. It was 62. No, sorry, it was very successful. We thought it's a conservative one, and she has probably taken her advice because she's increased it by a good 4 kilograms. She's coming out with a 66. She's cleaned it well. Here comes the clean and jerk.
Yes, it is. 66 successfully registered at 51 from the snatch as well. That makes a tally 117. That's how it is. Your best in snatch, your best in clean and jerk makes your final tally.
They've got one attempt to go already with only the registered weight. Sakshi Prakash Maske, Prerna Kishore Sonavne, Sarika Prabhakar Shingare, Komal Kohar are 4 weightlifters whose registered weight is above 130. So to get into the medal places, you've got to do a lot of hard work here in this competition.
Absolutely. Nakirikanti Swapna, 66 is what she's attempting. No, 62 before this was successful for her. For the moment, that will stay her best.
Just could not clean that well enough. There you go. Pressure on the collarbone was far too much. An unsuccessful attempt for her.
We've already looked at the snatch. We are looking at the clean and jerk here. And top athletes are yet to come, 3 of them. Sarika has to take her first attempt. Komal is yet to make her first attempt. Sakshi as well. 73 is what they'll be targeting each one of them. On your screen, Nakrikanti Swapna, 66 is what she'll be attempting previously, which was unsuccessful for her.
Yeah, I think the grip was a little bit of a problem when she took the weight. Of course, one of the key technical requirements for good execution in both snatch and clean and jerk is grip strength. If your grip is not good enough, you're going to struggle with the lift. It provides the first and initial injection of power and impetus. Just getting the instructions, final instructions, just going through, visualizing her clean. And usually it's the second part of the clean and jerk that athletes fail at. She did not clean very well, which is surprising. So there's clearly a grip problem, and elbow extension is what her coach is telling. That should be executed much better. She's coming straight back out. That's good to see.
Mind you, the weight on the barbell only goes up. All lifters who are attempting a certain weight complete their attempts before the other lifters attempt higher weights. There she is attempting 66 yet again. 62 has been her successful attempt, so that will remain and no one can take that away from her. Also, what stays with her is the 49 as her best in the snatch.
There goes the buzzer. 30 seconds on the clock to execute it. Just like every other weightlifter, rules are the same. She's struggling with the clean.
And because she's struggling with the clean, she cannot go to the jerk. And her final score has to be 62 in clean and jerk, because third attempt at 66 also is not successful. So her final tally will remain 111, which might not be enough to progress ahead.
It's difficult. Bhaireddy Rajeshwari, who has impressed us so much, 65. It's showing a red on the board. We were wondering whether that will be registered. There is a red that has been marked off. So she's coming up, interestingly, 3 kgs higher at 68.
.65 she attempted, not successful. The judges debated, discussed, ruled it out. 68 should be good. 68 is very good.
Absolutely, and her coach has already registered a 1 kg increase for her next attempt at 69. I really like this, Padam, because she is one of the few weightlifters who has taken her time. You can do this. There is no problem. There goes the split. Strong split there, and there's a clear pause between the two movements, and that is what you want to see.
An extra rest will always make sure better performances, because your body needs rest.
You've got plenty of time on the clock. Why are you rushing your lift? There's no need to do that, especially in the clean and jerk, which is the 2-part movement. Take a bit of a pause, think of what you've done, and then go and execute the second part.
68. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
68, that looks good for Nithya, and a clean and jerk is definitely her stronger suit. It's better than the snatch. Look at that, look at the focus, look at the split, and perfect execution all the way through.
The big girls are yet to come, mind you. Up next is going to be Kandani Sivakumari, 65 successful. Now she's going, increased it by 5 kilograms. That's going to be quite a challenge. 70 is what she will be attempting, and the chalk plays a very important role for the grip.
Absolutely, it's important. The grip, we've already spoken about how important that is. Lifters rub their hands with the chalk to promote dryness and prevent the bar from moving in their hands. It's not a stable lift. She's come back into position. She's taking her time. This is good to see, and she has executed that perfectly. It is one white light. We are waiting. It's all three. It's perfect.
70 is what it is. So her final score at least is going to be 121. Can be more.
Prerna Kishore Sonavne is coming out next. 70. It is the first of the 4 big lifters. Or will it be by Reddy Rajeshwari? We're just waiting. The name on the scoreboard that's flashing is, yes, that's her, Prerna Sonavne.
66 क्लीन एंड जर्क में सफल, 70 का अटेम्प्ट कर रही हैं. स्नैच में इनका बेस्ट स्कोर 56 किलोग्राम का. आपकी ग्रिप वाइड होनी चाहिए, आपकी फीट अपार्ट ऐसे होने चाहिए कि आपको लिफ्ट उठाते वक्त आपको मदद मिले. क्लीन अच्छा हो गया, जर्क अच्छा है, सॉलिड है, ये अटेम्प्ट सक्सेसफुल है. 3 वाइट्स मिलेंगे. जी नहीं, जी नहीं.
She's just looking at the judges to wonder what she's done wrong. I'm sure her coaches will explain it to her. We are trying to make sense of it. There are 2 red lights and only one. It's not registered. And yeah, the elbows are not aligned. And
the right elbow, Siddharth, that was slightly bent, and you cannot bend your elbows. It's as simple as that. आपकी दोनों elbows सीधी होनी चाहिए, आप static position में होने चाहिए.
Judges are just conferring with the jury. This is another look. There you go. The hands and the elbows were struggling to be aligned. And the judges have gone over to the jury. Remember, the jury does have the power to overturn the judges, but it looks like it will be an invalid attempt. And by Reddy Rajeshwari is coming out with an impressive 71 attempt.
पहला 65 सफल नहीं, दूसरा 68 बहुत बढ़िया. अब 3 किलोग्राम, ये 3 का पहाड़ा पड़ती हैं. 65 से 68, 68 से 71. तैयार. कैन शी डू इट? अब तक का उनका अगर 68 बेस्ट मिलाकर भी आप चलें, 125 उनका स्कोर है, जो अब तक सबसे ज्यादा है. मगर 3 बड़ी लिफ्टर्स अभी आने वाली हैं, साक्षी, प्रेरणा और कोमल कोहार.
Just having a look at the jury, they are also looking on, and got weightlifting all day here. By Reddy Rajeshwari is the name flashing on the screen. 71 is the registered weight. She's just about to come on. Belt has been tied in. She's pumped. 71. There is a 3 kilo increase from her last successful attempt at 68. Good attempt nonetheless. Snatch was 57, which is also a good display by her.
71 क्लीन एंड जर्क. क्लीन, और चूंकि आप क्लीन में सफल नहीं, तो उससे आगे आपकी जर्नी जाएगी भी नहीं. यानी कि इनका सर्वश्रेष्ठ क्या रहेगा? 68 और इनका बेस्ट स्नैच का मिला दीजिए 57, तो इनका बेस्ट स्कोर रहेगा 125.
3 best lifters, the 3 medal contenders who will fight it out are not yet out, not with a single attempt. We may see Komal Kohar, that's the name flashing on the screen. And she's coming out to do, wait for this, a 73.
जी हाँ, 73 कोमल कोहार. कोमल कोहार का बेस्ट क्या था स्नैच में? 60. यहाँ पर क्या अटेम्प्ट कर रही हैं? वही जो सारिका भी अटेम्प्ट करने वाली हैं, साक्षी भी अटेम्प्ट करने वाली हैं. यानी कि इट्स अबाउट द टॉप 3 एट द मोमेंट. 73 किलोग्राम का अटेम्प्ट यहाँ पर.
But she's not being conservative, that's for sure. She's coming out with a bold 73 kilograms. Only Sakshi Prakash Maske has registered an entry weight higher than that, 1 kilogram more at 74. And because of that, she'll be coming out last. Remember, we go from the lower to the higher. So 2 weightlifters registered at 73. Again, it's important Komal Kohar is going first because her coach must have gone first and registered that weight first.
एक छोटा सा पड़ाव आएगा. क्लीन के बाद जब आप जर्क पर जाएंगे तो कंधों पर आप बारबेल को रेस्ट करते हैं. This is the time. Now breathing ensures that the blood circulating to your working muscles is oxygenated and that waste products are removed. Now she is removing the competition here. Uses her breath to perfection.
She cleaned that so well, and that is what I was so impressed with. Then she took a pause once it was on the collarbone, once it was resting there. There you go. Once she's cleaned it, the leg position changed. It came further in, which stabilized her body. And then comes the split. Oh, wonderfully done, young girl.
Yeah, and we were talking about the breath, Siddharth. Just holding your breath during weightlifting can lead to dangerous increases in blood pressure, which can lead to injury as well. So your breath pattern has to be very good. 73 का attempt करने जा रही हैं सारिका. Clean, बहुत बढ़िया. यहाँ पर breathing pattern important. नहीं. Her body told her नहीं.
And we've now got to start building up the medals as well, Padanjit. And the silver position is Komal Kohar right now. And we are saying silver because there is somebody who has gone in with a 74 entry weight who is yet to come out. That is Sakshi Prakash Maske. Savitribai Phule, Pune University, going for gold.
उनके पास मौका होता है अंत में आने का. सबसे बड़ा आपके पास एडवांटेज ये होता है कि आप उसको जो वेट आप अटेम्प्ट कर रहे हैं उसको चेंज भी आप कर सकते हैं. यू कैन ओनली गो हायर. आप कम नहीं कर सकते.
Sarika Prabhakar Shingare is the name flashing on the screen. Remember, if you come straight back out after your attempts, you get 2 minutes on the clock to register another attempt. So she's said that she wants to come straight back out, and I think that is going to be the case.
Now your body needs to be well oiled. You need to make sure that you are properly warmed up as well. Warm up is the most vital component in a sportsman's life. If your body is not warmed up, forget it. Look how important role it is for the support staff as well. They know how important this lift is going to be. 61 was her best, which was second in the list in snatch.
She's coming out with the same weight attempt, 73, and she believes and her team believes that she can do it. Of course, if she can do it, she already is a real medal contender. Will it be gold, silver or the bronze medal places?
Again, the feet exactly the same that they were in snatch. Picture of concentration. 73 first attempt not successful. Second attempt, will she be good? No, it's not going to be 2 back-to-back invalid attempts.
There's got to be some sort of physical problem here, and she's not moving off the court very well, and she's feeling stressed. You can see that on her face. She cleaned it well. There is no problem here. It's at the second maneuver that she was trying. She was already struggling. There you go. She did not even attempt the second maneuver, so there's clearly a physical problem here.
When she was taking that breath, she was looking in agony, in pain. No doubt about that. Prerna Kishore Sonawane has attempted 70 successfully. 73 is what she will be attempting next. 73 has been successfully lifted by who? None so far. Oh, by Komal Kohar.
She has to be careful here because she's just off the medal places. Now this is her last attempt and she has attempted and she has registered 73. This could be so crucial. Couple of kilograms here or there. She has to get this successfully done. She's cleaned it well. She's taking her time. There's plenty of moment on the clock, and this is what I meant. This was the all-important lift which she has not registered.
Sonia, yet so far, the story, the clean was right there. Good. Oh, she did struggle right at the end to lift in the clean as well. And then, just as she lifted in the jerk, she felt the pain, and her score is going to be 126 in all. Now, we are left with one lift coming in from two lifts coming in from Komal Kohar and two coming in from Sakshi and one coming in from Sarika Prabhakar Shingare.
Prerna Kishore Sonapne had registered an entry of 125 and she finishes with a 126. So at least she has bettered her personal best by a kilogram. That's good to say.
Yeah. At times, you need to be your own competition. You are competing against yourself, your previous record. You need to be a better version of yourself. There she comes. 73 attempted twice, not successful. Clean and jerk. Clean. Every time clean is good for her. It's the jerk that creates a problem. Will she? Will she? Will she? No! Sad.
It's clearly a problem and she's almost in tears as she walks off because I think she's carrying a few niggles, especially in her lower back. You can see that, as Paddy already alluded to, there's no problem with the clean. It is the second maneuver that she's struggling with. She just get a registered weight in. What's the point of having 3 unsuccessful attempts? Rather you reduce the weight and go for a clean attempt.
Yeah, now because she doesn't have a score now. All 73 is what she attempted in all the 3, all unsuccessful. She only has a final score 61 that came from snatch. Okay, Sakshi Maske comes in for her first and she says the others attempted 73, 73, 66. I'm going to start with 74.
The biggest number flashing on the board, 74 kilograms. And this is so fast. The buzzer has gone and she's lifted it on the buzzer. She's cleaned it completely. No problems there. Here comes the maneuver for the second. Waiting for 3 white lights and we get 3 white lights. 74 kilograms. Right in the gold medal place is this girl on your screen right now, Sakshi Prakash Maske.
Has she already won it? Because she had a good score of 62 in the snatch. She's got a score of 136. She's already beaten her best, which was 135. Now her main competitor, challenger, is going to be Komal Kohar, who's all set. Her best was 73. She is attempting not 74 but 75. She understands that is the only way you can go past Sakshi.
Of course, a very strange sort of competition by Sarika Prabhakar Shingare, who was right in the medal places. Not a single successful attempt, which leaves it open now for a lot of people for the silver and the bronze. And Komal is not satisfied with that. She's gone for a bigger attempt here. Komal Kohar, can she do it? Can she challenge Sakshi Prakash Maske? Here comes the lift. Cleaned it well. Can she get the squat right? Yes, she has.
But after a lot of struggle, the clean came through after a lot of tussle. Now, the jerk, there it comes, no! The balance, the hands went back and she goes back with a smile, but that smile is hiding a lot of pain.
Yes, it is, and she can always revise the weight, and the medal places are open now because Sarika Prabhakar Shingare has failed to register a single attempt, and the silver, bronze are up for grabs. Sakshi Prakash Maske is at 136. She has already bettered her entry level weight.
Load remains 75 kg for attempt number 3, Komal Kohar, representing MP or Haryana for third attempt. 1 minute time.
Now it's going to be Komal Kohar up next. Is it going to be? We still have one more lift coming in from Kandani Siva Kumari. She is attempting what? 76 that no one's attempted so far. 65 from her was successful. 70 is her best so far, successful. 76 is what she will be lifting.
The name flashing on the board is still that of Komal Kohar, and she may be wanting to come straight back out. She was smiling after her last unsuccessful attempt. She is on the screen right now and she has decided to come straight back out to attempt another one. The buzzer has gone and I think they are racing against time because the buzzer is for the 30 seconds. She's got to come straight back out. Forget the inhalants. Come back. Register a vote. There has been a problem here. She's got 15 seconds on the clock to lift. She's got to get her hands on the bar. 10 seconds to go. She's got to attempt one.
Yeah, 5 seconds to go. And now she needs to lift it much before it goes. 2 seconds to go. 1 second to go. And now she cannot. Or can she? We're still debating it. No, she can't. She ran past the clock. You only get 30 seconds, and by that time, if you do not lift it, Oh, we thought she could provide the buzzer beater, but she could not.
This is heartbreaking. It really is. The rules are very clear. The rules are very clear. If you follow yourself, you get 2 minutes on the clock. You have to be out there. 30 seconds is when you have to get the bar, and you saw them rushing because how can you not realize there are 2 minutes? International rules, you can't play with them. 1 minute if you follow another weightlifter, 2 minutes if you follow yourself. And the clock had started immediately, and they would have known that because they've gone and registered her to follow herself. Strange.
Oh, planning wrong. प्लानिंग गलत होगी, एग्जीक्यूशन ठीक होगा ही नहीं. साक्षी प्रकाश मास के आ गई हैं 74 किलोग्राम सक्सेसफुल. इनका 136 तो होगा ही होगा. अब से बेशक अटेम्प्ट सक्सेसफुल हो ना हो, मगर शी इज अटेम्प्टिंग 76. Clean, very good. She's looking solid. Picture of concentration. Yes. You need to be static. You can't be moving. Just get static at one point. Hands are straight. She's static. We're still waiting for 3 white lights. Will we get? Yes, we've got them.
Not got 3, we've got 2, which is good enough because you need 2 white lights to have a successful lift. She literally carried that all the way to Maharashtra, didn't she?
Oh, what fun right here. Oh, you brave heart, you beauty. There she, off balance. There she's off balance. Again off balance now. She finds her feet and she finds the arms to be straight as well. Great lift. She's beaten the competition.
138, the competition was herself. 135 was her entry weight. She has bettered that by 3 kilograms. And she still has one remaining. In the meanwhile, Kandani Shivakumari, unsuccessful last attempt. So we've got one attempt to go. 79 kilograms. Sakshi Prakash Maske struggled a little bit, we have to say, on the 76. Guess what? She has increased that by 3 more kilograms. Here's having a look at the last attempt. Unsuccessful attempt by Kandani Shivakumari at 76. She finishes with a 121. So as we stand right now, Komal Kohar is 133 in the silver, 126 Prerna Kishore Sonavne, and coming out with an 80. She has increased that by 1 kilogram more. Why not? You've already won the gold. Why not go for your all-time best? And here it is.
All right, her all-time best was 135. She's gone past it already, no doubt about that. Now she can have fun. When you already know that, irrespective of whatever happens from here on, my gold medal is assured, it gives you an uncluttered mind. It gives you the license to have a little bit of fun. And that is the time which any athlete would want. Ladies and gentlemen, she is the champion, irrespective of whatever happens in this lift. This is the clean. She's waiting. She's saying, I am the champion. Oh, she says, no, I'm fine. I'm fine without this as well. 76 will be her best. Your body tells you whether you are good enough to take it from the clean was very good, but to take it from the clean to the jerk, well, that was where she felt uncomfortable. Till this point, she was fairly okay.
She cleaned it perfectly, but she goes home with the gold, and hence she, look at that grin, look at that smile, and that is what it comes down to. All that training, all that discipline comes down to 6 maximal attempts. That is all that it is. Smiles all over. Savitribai Phule Pune University could have had a gold and a silver. Unfortunately, they got their strategy wrong with Sarika Prabhakar Shingare, who was struggling, but Maske has taken the gold and she is thrilled, and why not?
Oh, absolutely, and this is what it looks like, the champion. Gold medal to Sakshi. Komal Kohar will have to